Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, overnight we had a cold front and there's a steady little north wind blowing out here, and it kind of signals the end of summer, but the sun is out now and it's going to be a gorgeous day. And yesterday's video's doing really well. Thanks everyone for watching. It's pushing 400 views, which is really good for my little channel. So today I want to do a video on my Amur maples. They've done really well this summer. I sold 3 of the larger ones that I've been working on for almost 4 years now. So I'll show you what I got left. First, I'll show you a few things on the front porch here. My wife's really proud of her front porch this year. She's got her first gladiolas coming out. This begonia is really going to town. Impatiens are in full bloom. So what I have left that I'm selling is 2 of the smaller clump styles. This one and this one. And I'll be taking one of these to the market tomorrow. So it won't be long till they'll turn fire red. They have beautiful red in the fall before they lose their leaves for the winter. So I had great success with my seeds on them this year. And I have all these planted with about 7 or 8 trees in each one. So these are the ones now that I need to take out of the pot and tie them together, because the idea is to get the trunks to fuse together. And this is the one, this is my keeper. And this one has had really good fusion happening. When the young trunks touch together, they will fuse. And I love the base on this one. So I'll be keeping this one for my collection. So I have some in the greenhouse that I'm tying together, so I thought I'd show you the next step on them. So we'll head in there. So as you can see, the figs continue to take over my greenhouse. But it's hard to be mad at them when they're about to feed me. And we have started eating them. They are just loaded with figs this year. Every branch is just loaded with them. I've moved the step ladder in. So this might be the next victim here. That's how they look when they're almost ripe. That one's almost ready. We have gotten to eat quite a few now, and they'll continue to ripen all the way till the first freeze. And I'll probably end up with some frozen ones on here. But we'll get a wonderful feed on them. So this morning I tied up one of the groups just to see how it would go. So this is how I want to get them. And I've decided to use a jute string this time. Last time I used more of a cordage that was nylon, and it put really big scars on them. So I'm hoping that the jute will stretch a little bit. So I'm using this roll of jute, and this is the next one that we're going to do. So I'll get set up with the tripod and we'll get this one all tied together. Alright, so I got really lucky 5 years ago when I found these trees at a friend's house. There's 5 of them in a row, and they make seeds, like just thousands and thousands of seeds, and I'm collecting them every November, and I will be back to collect another bunch in November and start another tub of them, because one thing about them is every seed came up. So I think they're considered an invasive maple species, but they do originate from northern Russia, so they're extremely cold resistant. I've had them outside in 4-inch pots before and all winter, and hasn't killed them. So it's a great tree to have in a cold climate. So the first thing to do is to take these out. I want to get all the soil out of them and separate them so I can tie them back together and make all the trunks touch, because these trees, being only 4 or 5 months old, it's the perfect time. When the trunks touch, they'll fuse together really nice. So they are really tough little trees, and there's 7 of them in this pot. So the first thing to do is just to kind of pull them apart. Can't really hurt them. So there's one. And I want to remove any lower leaves, because this is the part right here that we want to fuse together. So we'll get them all separated here. And then I want to try to arrange them so, like this one has a natural movement going that way. So I want to put it like this so it'll naturally want to go back into the clump. And this one, I'm going to turn it a little bit so it'll do that. I basically want them all to touch each other so they have a chance to fuse together. So that's looking pretty good right there. So last time I used like a nylon cord. So it was much less likely to stretch than this jute. So I'm hoping that this jute will stretch a little bit and not scar them as bad. The scars have grown out of them, and it's not the worst thing in the world. I still was able to sell them, but anyway, I'm using jute this time. So the first thing I want to do is tie them down low here. And I want to leave quite a bit of string hanging out of this knot. So I can put the string up in there and then wrap the other string around it. So when I get up higher, I'll have something to tie this string to. So now I'm just going to wrap it. Try to get the strings all compressed together. And now that I've got this other string hanging out here, I can tie off to that one. And I'll just cut the access off them. So there we go. They're all tied together and touching nicely. So now I just want to plant them in this training pot. The other ones are 4-year-old trees, so this is a very much thing of making these for the future. It's going to be probably 2 years in this pot, and then I'll pot them up into a concrete pot for a year, and then I might try to sell them. So this is a long-term investment with these trees. And this is the first batch of soil with the new compost, so they should be really happy. And of course I want to give them Miracle-Gro. I haven't found a tree yet that doesn't thrive on Miracle-Gro. I have been selling these little pots for $8 a piece with these trees in them, not tied together, just the ones in these little pots. I'll probably keep a few like that, but the rest of them I'm gonna do this with them. Now that I know how well they develop in the clump style. So there we go. This one's ready to grow for a couple of years. So I've never done this with Trident maples, but I've been really successful this year with taking cuttings on them, and I have a bunch of these in 4-inch pots that are just right to try this with. So I'm going to do 7 of them. So I'll get 7 of them out of the pot, and I'll be back when I get ready to tie them together. All right, I've got my 7 Trident maple cuttings, and I've got them together like I want them. It's working well to keep one end of the string long, so I can have it go all the way up through the wrap. So that'll be this piece. Now we got it going. Push them all down together. Now I can tie off to this string. Put a double knot on this one. And now I can cut them off. There we go. There's a bunch of Trident maples tied together. So I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them in this pot. This is a cool pot. It has lots of holes in it. All right, there we go. My first Trident maple clump style. That'll be exciting. All right, I'd like to say thanks everyone for watching and supporting the channel. Hope you're having a great bonsai day. I'll see you next time on Bonsai by the Sea.